Hey guys, it's Jen with Happy Humble Home, and it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's time for the weekly update. So before we jump back, or flashback, whatever you want to call it, don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified of all the adventures here in Happy Humble Home, and let's... Alright, hey guys, so as you can tell this week, I really didn't do a whole lot of videoing. Well, I did, because me and hubby just got back from our... sorry, I'm pulling weeds here by my plants. Me and hubby just got back yesterday, or Wednesday, whatever. My days are running together, y'all. From our Frozen Head trip. So be sure to check that video out. It will drop Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, so be sure to check that video out. It is a little bit longer because it does encompass a 3-day, 2-night hike instead of just an overnight hike. So be sure to check that out. And honestly, y'all, I haven't done a whole lot of videoing because half the week over the weekend we was getting ready for our trip, and then half the week we was gone on our trip, and then you blink and now it's Friday. So that's pretty much all that's happened this week. While we were in the woods though, I did make up this homemade insect repellent that actually worked very, very well. I'm really happy with the way it worked. I will leave a link to the description. I will leave in the description box the link to the recipe that I found this at. There was like 14 or like 20 other homemade insect repellents. Y'all, for, you know, it's the middle of June, we did not have any mosquitoes on us, we didn't have any tick bites, no ticks on us, no nothing. And I really like this. It is like, basically y'all, this is basil, water, and alcohol. That's all that this is. 3 simple ingredients. I did, from the recipe that I'll leave in the description, I only made half of it because I didn't quite have enough fresh basil to do the full recipe, but it still made up enough for our little spray bottle. Plus I have some in a couple ounces, about 6 or 7 ounces probably, in a quart size jar. So it made up, even a half batch made up quite a bit. And it actually worked very, very well. I'm really happy with the way that this worked. And the really good thing about this particular insect repellent is that typically if we use off or something like that, we just more or less spray it on our clothes. We don't really spray it on our bodies much, especially not on our face and head. But since this is just basil, pretty much, we can like spray it more around our face for in case, like at our second campsite, you'll see in the video, and I think I mentioned it in the video, but on our second night that we stayed at, that campsite had a lot more just flies and mosquitoes and just more bugs, so we sprayed it more around our head so they wouldn't really just annoy us, and it really helped. So I was very impressed with this, and I like that it's something that I made at home. It's the ingredients I had at home, and I don't feel bad if this gets sprayed on our kids. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, y'all. I don't know why I've never thought to do this, but there's, like I said, the description that I'll leave, that the link that I'll leave, that it has a lot of other recipes, so that way if you don't have basil, but there's a lot that has to do with a lot of essential oils. And was also able to stop by McKay's bookstore again on the way up to Frozen Head, and I've already mentioned a couple weeks, I guess back in the beginning of May, that I was able to go ahead and find 7th grade science. Well, this time when we was up there, I was able to go ahead and find 5th grade language arts, which I was really excited about, because with both the boys this year in language arts, I'm focused more on the writing aspect. We'll continue to do our spelling and everything like that, but I'm more focused on writing because they know the parts of speech and all, so I really want to hone in on those skills. And I was really excited. I think it's writing with ease or writing skills, I can't remember which one, but I'll show you whenever I do my curriculum video. But I was able to find that at McKay's, and once again I was able to find the student textbook and the teacher text, so I was beyond thrilled with that. And then I also found a younger, basically a younger version too for my younger son, and that textbook or that teacher book's actually kind of goes like grades 1 through 4, so I will be able to use that kind of as the baseline for his language arts, which I'm really excited about. That's pretty much all that's happened here on Happy Humble Home this week. Like I said, don't forget to check out that video that will drop Tuesday. And as you can see here, look at my tomato plant, y'all. This, it's been a while since I've showed y'all my tomato plants, just because I was having a really hard time. They was just there. They wasn't really growing or anything else. So I was talking with a friend of mine, and what I ended up doing, like, this thing has shot up, no joke, before I do what I told you I did, my plant was like maybe to here, maybe, and then it shot up over here. All I did was I took the weeds from my front beds and I laid them on top. You can see here, this dry, like this little dirt here, that I did that to put nitrogen back in the soil. And I only did it around this plant and my rosemary here. Those were the only 2 plants I did because I wanted to see if it made any difference. And within 2 days, it shot up. And especially while we was gone on our trip, it really shot up. And before we left, I ended up putting some around my middle plant here. Kind of hard to see. And then that one over there. And that one actually starting to have a bloom on it. So I'm very happy with the way that turned out, because I was kind of at a loss, short of digging them up, putting them in new dirt, and seeing that if that's what it was. So my last failed attempt was going to be just spreading some weeds through here to try to put more nitrogen in the soil, and it worked wonders. So if you have plants that are kind of like on their last leg, or you're not sure what to do, maybe try that, because my beans are not doing so hot. Not really sure why on that one. Yeah, I don't really know, because they was coming in really good, and I don't know if it's just birds or heat or what, but they're not doing so hot, so I got to figure out that one too. But I'm almost afraid they're almost too gone, but we'll find out. Yeah, that's pretty much all that has happened this week, y'all. Like I said, most of the week was in the woods. Any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and I will check back in with y'all later.